Overseas voting is well underway for the snap presidential election, giving Korean nationals living abroad a chance to help shape their country's future. From the U.S. to Europe, many voters are turning out with a renewed sense of purpose. Our Moon Hye-ryeon has our top story.
Jin-ok, a Korean national living in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, drove 4 hours to a polling station in Virginia. Arriving at daybreak to cast her vote, she said that she had never felt such an urgent need to vote in all her 16 years of living overseas.
There is something deeply moving about stamping my vote. I used to think my vote was too small to matter, so I often gave up. But this time, I hope it becomes a vote for real change.
With overseas voting for South Korea's presidential election now underway, Korean nationals across the United States are heading to polling stations in what they describe as a hopeful, even emotional act of civic duty. For many, this election feels more personal than ever.
I hope this election brings us closer together, a society united through democracy.
Meanwhile, others cast their ballots thinking of future generations.
I want our children to grow up in a society where responsible leaders step up.
The overseas voting period began Tuesday and runs to Sunday, taking place across 118 countries, according to the National Election Commission. A total of 258,000 overseas voters registered for this year's election, which is roughly a 14% increase in numbers compared to the previous election. Overseas voters in Asia account for the largest bloc at around 129,000 registered voters, followed by the United States and Europe. When heading out to the ballot booths, voters must bring photo ID. Those who have emigrated or acquired permanent residency must also present proof they remain solely Korean nationals, such as visa documents and permanent residency cards. Requirements for each country of residence are available on the respective embassy or consulate websites. In an effort to improve accessibility for Korean citizens living abroad, the NEC has installed new polling stations such as those in Lithuania, Estonia, and Luxembourg. Until now, Korean residents in Lithuania had to travel to Poland to vote, while those in Estonia made a 2.5-hour ferry trip to Finland. As the overseas voting window continues ahead of the domestic election period, many voters say they're not just casting a ballot, but expressing their hopes for a better, more unified country. Moon Hye-ryeon, Arirang News.